Hello Grip World, Joe Musselwhite here, aka Mighty Joe. Today I want to introduce you to something I come up with, and it was built by Richard Sorn, and I want to explain my thinking behind it and how I come up with what I did. Lately, and for a while now, block training or blob training, where you grasp things in a pinch grip, whether it be both hands or single-handedly, has been very popular. And the reason it's very popular is because it's a very effective way. It's a very effective way to train your grip and to strengthen your grip. So I come up with an implement to train your pinch grip with a block. And how I come up with this is Jed Johnson of the Diesel Crew come up with an e-book on lifting the blob. And a blob, for those that don't know, the original one is half of a York 100-pound dumbbell. But there's also a blob 50 that is very popular. I got one right here. I want to show you some comparisons to this block trainer I designed versus the blob, and how close they resemble each other, and just how effective and how useful this tool can be. So if you'll notice, let me move this out of the way. Everybody's familiar by now with the Sorinex Saxon bar made by Sorinex, and this is it right here. I introduced it at a grip competition, or a grip challenge at the Metroflex earlier this year, and it was a real hit. People really like it, and Richard's really sold quite a few of these because they're really that popular. Some people have even gone as far as getting rid of their two-hand pinch Euro device in favor of this Saxon bar for various reasons. The main reason being is the corners are rounded. It doesn't tear your webbing, and it's easy to load. And then there's two widths you can practice with. It's 3 inches and 4 inches. But let's get to the block trainer. I told Richard about this idea. He said, give me some dimensions. And I told him, I said, well, I want it made out of the same stuff that the Saxon bar is made out of, the same tubing. He said, no problem. So I gave him some dimensions. And what I come up with, I called the Sorinex block trainer. And this is it right here. This is it. One guy called it a baby Saxon. Well, that's probably a pretty good title, but it's made for one-hand block training. It's loadable. I had 1-inch ends put on it instead of Olympic ends, because I got just as many standard plates as I do Olympic. So, and they're not as thick, so I can get more on here. But notice something about, here's a blob 50. You can see it, it says blob 50. Look at the dimensions. Here's the 4-inch side. By the way, this is 3-inch by 4-inch. Okay? Notice the 4-inch width up to a blob 50. They're the same width, excluding the roundness. So a blob 50 in the middle is probably 4.5 inches. But edge to edge, it's 4 inches. And then you got the 3-inch side. And then if you turn the blob 50 around like this, here's how I come up with the dimensions. Look at that, they're identical. So my thinking was, let me roll this out of the way, I wanted to get a block trainer similar to the dimensions of a blob 50. So this is how I come up with it. And Richard made this, and so it's from Sorinex. And after he sees this video, he can make the determination if he wants to actually carry these or just offer it as a custom-made deal to your preference. So, but this is it. So, like I said, There's two widths, 3-inch, 4-inch. It's loadable, empty. With these dimensions, this thing weighs 12.4 pounds. And I've had it loaded up to 85 pounds for my son Cody, and he lifted it one-handed. So it's a very, very effective and versatile training tool. And as I said on the Saxon bar, you won't get no web tearing or skin tears with this. Not at all. The corners are rounded. The texture's great. By the way, I had this one, I told him to send it to me sandblasted. No painting or no powder coating. So this is how it comes, just raw sandblasting. And it's as simple as putting the plates on, your collars. And one thing I like about the two different widths is it allows you a real good way to warm up at various widths. So you got the 3-inch, you just turn it. The 4-inch, turn it. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. And this is not just good for block training, which that's what I designed it for, but you can also do curls, wrist curls, presses, cleans at two different widths and variable loading. So there it is, the Sorinex block trainer. Like I said, stay tuned to Sorinex.com website, and Richard's going to be the one to determine if he wants to carry this as a permanent grip tool or not. So if not, that doesn't mean that you can't contact him and have him make you one. But I've had it now 2 weeks, and this is one of my favorite grip training tools. I love this thing. So I'm using it to hopefully help me, not hopefully, I'm going to. This Blob 50 is going to get lifted one-handed by me here real soon. And that's with sub 7-inch hands. Hopefully I'm the first one to do it. Someone may beat me to it, that's fine, but I'm trying my darndest to get it. So, and with the help of this block trainer, and I got to admit, that ebook that Jed Johnson offers is worth its weight in gold. It's got some valuable training tips. It's really good to help you not only on blob lifting, but really with all of your grip strength training. He's got some good concepts and principles and ideas on there. So there you go, the Sorinex block trainer. Stay tuned and keep your ears open, because I think this is going to be a real winner. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day.